The Learning Channel, the Learning Channel, the Learning Channel. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Yes, we're all very excited to be here. They've got some doozies of content out there on the internet. TLC, yeah. There's a UK version. They got some crazy stuff too. But man, he's a grown-up baby. What the How and why? That appears to be Cristiano Ronaldo doing something, I don't know. Robert passes away halfway through treatment on 600 Pound Life. That's like the biggest fear that all of us have when we watch this kind of stuff, is that these unhealthy people are going to die in unfortunate circumstances, and then TLC's gonna make a TV show about it. I love that about them. Man loves his wife's tiny waist. How'd she get her waist that small? I don't know. Do I want to do that?
No.
I like my square body.
Coming out of the basement is probably the hardest thing I do all day.
Same, brother. For a large portion, I was homeschooled, and I was homeschooled in the basement. Coming out of the basement was the hardest thing I did all day.
And then when I go back down, that's it for the day.
That is very impressive that he can walk. Look at his calves. Those are cannonballs. It's impressive that he can go up
But once
steps.
I make it up to the house,
Whoa, he looks nice
I'm
now.
always starving and anxious to eat.
Who's he calling?
What can I do for you?
I got a pretty big order, so
Oh, he's ordering food. I should have guessed.
the first one, I'm gonna get the Lumberjack Slam Pack.
What the fuck
One
do
of
you
those
order?
ultimate omelets.
5 Whoppers
Order the cinnamon roll pancakes.
and 5 more Whoppers.
Damn, man. Save some for us!
The double moons over my hammy sandwich.
I didn't know other people called those things hammy sandwiches. I hate ham sandwiches. I think ham is disgusting and I'll never eat it. Unlike my merch, which I eat on a consistent basis. All right, oompa.shop. Get this rare hat. I'll sign it. I'll literally sign it. If you get enough merch, you get one of these hats that I'll sign. It's pretty cool.
And then to drink, I
moons over my hammy.
want 2 chocolate milks.
This guy's speaking a different language.
Chocolate milks. All right.
Thank you very much.
Interesting. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't eat that much. It seems
My
unhealthy.
routine is to order breakfast, then get cleaned
That was
up while I wait
breakfast?
for it to be delivered. Getting in the shower is probably the second hardest thing I put myself through in.
Bro, ain't no goddamn way getting in the shower is as hard as walking up steps. I get out of breath when I walk up certain, enough steps. Walking into the shower is nothing at all. You just walk in. You just walk in. You just get a little thing and you spray your butt. It's inside me!
Because I'm too big for the bathroom.
Oh, that does make sense, and he's too big.
And then we have a tiny corner shower I have to try to squeeze myself into. And then it's hard to get water over most of my body.
I like how they're filming him. Just buck-ass naked. You know how much TLC would have to film me to get naked? And I look great naked. All right, I got lope. You know what that's called? You know what that is? Lope. All right, I got a big ball, big hairy balls, and big old long. But seriously, though, it would be weird to have myself filmed getting naked and just in the shower and stuff. It seems so weird and humiliating.
And it takes a lot of energy out of me and I start to
Sure does,
struggle.
buddy. Well, luckily you got a big
And
old
that's
meal
before
coming
I've even
soon, so
tried
that's
to
good.
wash the areas I need, like under my
Right.
folds and stuff where I had the biggest problem staying clean. I hate it. If I didn't need to do it, I'd skip it.
Wow, yeah. I'm glad you don't, because there's a lot of people who aren't morbidly obese who just go ahead and skip it. And they have no excuses other than them just being lazy, I guess, to not want to go take a shower. Because it does objectively make you feel better. It releases endorphins in your brain, dopamine, serotonin, water temperature changes in skin temperature. It's a very primal thing. This is good, though, that he's doing it.
By
I'm
the
proud
time
of
I'm
this guy.
done, I'm extremely exhausted.
It's good.
My body's in so much pain, but all I think about is eating.
That
And I
sounds
can't
so
wait for
insane to
that.
me. Look at them shorts. I love those shorts. Breathing heavily. Thank you, closed captions on YouTube. I appreciate that. Breathing heavily. No, what was that? I thought that was maybe somebody left a door open or something.
Food helps me to escape the depression that I've had for a long time.
That is true. A lot of people claim that.
I get so anxious and excited when it's finally here.
That's great. At least you have something to look forward to. A lot of people don't have anything at all to look forward to.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day, man.
You too.
Oh, the 2 chocolate milks. You know that guy's just quaking in his boots. His feet don't look so good.
Just the smell lets me know that things are about to get better.
He's creaming a little bit. Looks like.
There's almost nothing in this world that can compare to the feeling of taking that first
Oh,
bite when
baby,
I
look
haven't
at
eaten
that.
it. Because I get that first flood
Mouth
of
open.
happiness that comes with it.
That's dopamine.
And it feels
truly.
incredible.
Oh my God, that looks good.
Eating just makes everything better.
That's true, kind of.
50 hot dogs at once!
And it's the only thing that's sort of given
that
me an
butter?
escape in my life when I've needed it.
No, it's
And there's
syrup.
been a lot of times in my life where I've needed it.
Okay. Well, I would suggest moderation. healthy diet, exercise, mental practices, meditation. I would greatly suggest meditation, learning how to come to terms with things that you cannot change, and maybe frequent jacking off might help too, or something, I don't know. That was classic TLC right there, guys. My 600-pound life, guy just likes eating. Makes sense. This one makes a little bit less sense to me. Woman who eats nothing but cheese and potatoes tries to eat vegetables. Potatoes are vegetables, and cheese is like a fruit. That looks good.
34-year-old Kelly eats nothing but cheesy potatoes.
Okay,
morning,
that's fair.
noon, and night.
I love cheese and potatoes.
That's a healthy,
It's ooey gooey and just yum,
yeah.
yummy.
Holy shitty titty.
Every day, Kelly eats a minimum of 8 potatoes and 4 cups of cheese.
Potatoes? Did the narrator just say potatoes? Did he say pa or ba?
Kelly eats a minimum of 8 potatoes and 4
I'm
cups,
pretty sure he just said potato. My boy likes potatoes.
amounting to a whopping 8,000 calories and
this is making me
176
hungry.
grams of fat a day.
Damn.
When I eat
that's
cheese
healthy.
and potatoes, I mean, it instantly puts a smile on my face.
Okay, it's a common conception, all right? Eating food makes you happy, all right? It gets you out of that depressive hole. So guys, go eat, get real fat. If it makes you feel good, nothing else can. I guess it's better than not being happy and being skinny. All I gotta say is, don't go chasing waterfalls of cheese. That was very cringe. I know it was. I'm sorry.
Kelly consumes about 3,000 pounds of potatoes.
Wow.
23 times more than the average American.
That is a
and
lot
close to
of
1,500
solen.
cups of cheese.
Oh my
It's
God.
definitely more than food. It's
Potatoes are nightshades. Did you guys know that? They belong to the same family of plant that is a poisonous nightshade. I believe it's called solanin. I think when a potato turns green, it has a compound called solanin. It's a alkaloid. It's a cyanide alkaloid, maybe? I forget. Whatever. Solanin, solanine, something like that.
As a child, Kelly
As a
ate
child.
other foods, but cheesy
that's
potatoes
weird.
soon became her favorite.
my mom took me to a
potatoes.
fast food restaurant.
They're making a TV show about this. They're making a
Kelly's
whole
eating
TV show
habits
about
changed
this.
around age 4
One topic.
when she visited with relatives.
Oh my
There
God.
she was forced to eat
This is
food
when it
that
was
didn't
all
agree
changed.
with her.
My mom
Oh,
told
no.
them that I don't like ham and eggs. They made me eat them, and I threw it up all over the table.
Ew. Do you guys have any weird hyper obsessions like this?
Men.
Where you only eat a specific singular thing? I eat every day. This just seems weird, and also doesn't seem very conducive to living a long life, eating literally just pure carbohydrates, complex carbs albeit, and just cheese? Cheese is not good for you at all.
Every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, for probably 30 years.
Wow. I want to know what your heart looks like.
Can I get 3 orders of french fries, and can I have cheese put on those fries?
Oh,
I won't
man.
eat at work. I'll go through a drive-through at lunchtime.
That's
I don't
not
really
good.
eat in front of other people. I don't really want people to know.
Is that why you're on TLC? Stuffing your face with cheese and taters? Because that makes total sense. There's nothing wrong with eating cheese and potatoes, guys. I don't really, I don't care. I love eating cheese and potatoes. I eat shit food quite a bit. I know a lot of my viewers are viewers of size, and I appreciate and love you guys. But please, for me, try to eat a little healthier. Just a little bit. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. I don't want you to die young. Thank you. I love you guys.
Me and Kelly, we've been married 7 years.
They're cooking me.
I like this guy.
I'm out of here. When Patrick's cooking, I'm usually in the living room
wow.
watching TV because I don't even like being in the kitchen.
What?
Kelly can't stand to smell or
So he
even
eats
touch
normal?
most foods, especially vegetables.
Ew, yeah, they're nasty.
Try this because it's a green vegetable.
Try a little bit
Every
of
time
broccoli.
I've tried to cook her a
no,
little
it's
something
poorly cooked.
extra, she just refuses.
She's crying?
Just try a little taste.
Oh. That's a Brussels sprout. I mean, that is the worst of all. Oh my God. That is so weird. That is so weird. I mean, I'm surprised right now. She just gagged. She smelled a f***ing Brussels sprout. And they got a little fart odor too. They smell like a fart, but they're not that nasty. It's like she just smelled a dingleberry. And she's crying hysterically.
It's traumatic for me.
Does she also smoke? She's got a smoker cry. And that's not cheese and potatoes. That's eating smoke.
Because of her aversion to other
That's a
foods,
nice place they
Kelly
live in.
even eats in a different room than Patrick.
My husband absolutely hates when I don't sit
Who
down and eat
decorated
dinner
their
with him.
house?
Over the last decade,
That is a beautiful living room.
Kelly's freaky eating has caused her to gain over 150 pounds.
Now that makes sense.
It's taken a serious toll on her marriage and her
health.
health.
That's not good. Also, what's that magic wand she had in her hand? Did you guys see that shit? What kind of remote control was that?
Headed for the grave.
That thing's got a big old fat head. That's a hammerhead remote. And yeah, she's headed for the grave. She just comes right out and admits it. Yeah, we're all headed for the grave. Just you a little bit faster than the rest of us. Like, not even really, in the grand scheme, not even that much faster. But I like to pretend that most people cherish their time here on Earth. So.
I'm afraid that I'm gonna come home and find out that she's had a heart attack. If she doesn't get some kind of help, she's not gonna last much longer.
Do it for your poor husband. That guy obviously cares about you.
I don't want to die young. I don't want to live like this anymore.
I like how they added eating sounds. Did you guys hear that? Is that what taters sound like when you eat them? I don't think so. That was so sweet though. That guy, I mean, he actually cares about his wife. She seems to care about herself. She just has something wrong with her brain, I guess, which is that's way more sad than just being really liking food a lot.
Before Kelly's health deteriorates any further, Patrick has asked nutritionist JJ Virgin and psychotherapist Dr.
It's like a buddy cop story.
Hi.
Don't be alarmed. We were sent by your husband, Patrick.
What?
I'm Dr. Mike Dell. I'm a licensed
hell is
psychotherapist specializing in addictive behaviors and disordered eating.
I'm JJ Virgin.
Hi.
I'm a certified nutrition specialist and a certified health and fitness.
She bad.
When JJ and Dr. Dow walked up,
This is
I didn't know
interesting.
what to think. It kind of startled me.
She just got intervened out in the damn parking lot and she's crying already. Why do you only eat potatoes and cheese? Well. Wrong answer. Give me the lobotomizer.
I don't want people to know what I eat. I'm ashamed of it.
That is, I mean, it's delicious, but
I mean, right now, I'm okay. But heart disease runs in the family and
That's not good.
diabetes.
And I also see that you know that the French fries and the cheese is actually increasing your risk of those things, but you don't know how to change it. Is that right?
I think I have advice. I would try turning the lights off and eating something else.
Kelly is willing to make changes. So on the second day, Dr. Dow begins to address Kelly's phobia of touching other.
Have a seat for me.
She has a fear of touching other
Graded
foods.
exposure therapy is baby steps. You take what you can already do, and then you add one piece at a time. You know what this is?
Box.
To allow.
Eat it.
She won't be able to see what she is touching.
Are you ready for the first step?
Hopefully he put a rat in there, a water rat.
I've never really touched other foods before.
Are you telling me all this stemmed from her having to eat ham and eggs when she was a kid too? Bro, what? I used to eat ranch and hot dogs because that's all my friends would eat.
I'd rather reach in a toilet than touch a vegetable.
What does that feel like?
I'd rather reach in the toilet, or she just said I would rather grab shit than touch a vegetable. That's dramatic. That is drama, and that's what we're here to see. I love that about her.
Rice bun.
Is it unpleasant? Is it
No, it's not
gross
unpleasant.
you out?
No.
Do you know what that is?
Broccoli.
She starts exorcist vomiting.
There's like holes in it, and it's real weird.
What is that thing?
Do you know what that is?
Tomato.
She knows all about it. Oh, she's gagging already.
You're not avoiding.
I'm trying not to. I really want to do this.
Oh, yeah, fuck that thing. Yep.
When Kelly kept touching the tomato, I knew that she was ready for the biggest challenge yet.
What's that,
the
eating?
taste test.
Shit!
Now it's actually time to eat some things.
I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, they're gonna have me trying some strange things.
Not really. Very normal. Very, very, very normal, standard things. Nothing strange about this. Literally nothing at all.
It is just cheese, potatoes, and a tortilla. All stuff you already like.
She likes tortillas? I thought you only ate cheese and potatoes. This bitch out here eating bread?
That's what I'm used to. Normal.
Each burrito has cheesy potatoes, and then we've added in a new food to it.
One down.
I was getting more
She's been
concerned because
zoinked.
I
She's
figured
gonna
we're
get
gonna
zoinked.
get heavier and heavier into the different foods.
Look in there.
That's a new color for you. That's green.
Oh my God. Ew, that's nasty. That isn't even healthy.
I can do this.
What? That's all it took?
Seeing my wife eat romaine lettuce, I was excited.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm like disgusted now. I was like all in and they made it seem all epic. This is dumb. She's eating lettuce. All right. Is she gonna eat like broccoli or something soon? Like something like a real vegetable? Lettuce ain't shit.
We saved the most difficult food for last, ham. This was the food that she remembered eating as a child
Why
and
would you even
growing
eat
up.
that though?
Okay, the grand finale.
Why would you even eat that though?
I tried to keep it in my mouth, but I just couldn't.
This was what you ate at 4 years old that you didn't like.
This one's incredibly sad because this guy is Robert on My 600-Pound Life, and he died during filming, which is horrible. Halfway through his treatment, he passed away. And this is like very similar to the situation that Tammy's in, where she's in a long-term care facility, but Robert is not doing nearly as well.
Rob seems to be getting worse and worse.
It sucks.
And I'm so scared right now.
My life, not only revolves around her, but my life is played with her.
Seemed like such a nice guy.
I would be
I've
lost
seen a lot of
without
this
her.
episode. I've seen this episode before. Robert continued to struggle to stay active as his body deteriorated further. Unfortunately, he couldn't overcome how fast his body was feeling and suffered a heart attack. He was rushed to the hospital, but there was nothing they could do. He did not survive.
Rob's heart was so big that his body couldn't contain it. I used to tell him that all the time. I said, the reason you're a big guy is because you have too much love for everybody. It doesn't fit your heart.
One of the 7 deadly sins. Look at all those sad family members.
I can only say that this world didn't just lose a good man, but it was robbed of a great man. And my heart went with him.
That's sweet. That's sweet and sad. It's like the worst Chinese food ever. This guy right here, like, I'm all for being mean, right? Little shame goes a long way. For me especially. I love being shamed and humiliated. Not really. I always say the weirdest shit. People think I'm crazy. This guy, he doesn't, he's got like the gold, he's blinged out, the really bad hair, he's old, and he's, he's just talking shit to these people of size. I feel like there's a better way to do it that we gotta figure out to help beat the mental aspect of being obese, because that's like the most important thing. Like, obviously, everybody eats, and you have to eat to live. So you have to continuously subject yourself to this addiction, no matter what. Now, this was about a tiny
I'm Kathy
waist.
Young, and I am currently in the Guinness Book for the smallest waist
Where's
on
your
a
pooper
living person.
Where's your pooper at? Where is your gut? Where's your guts at? Where's your heart sit? What do you do with all that space? I mean, I'm a skinny little boy. I'm a skinny little fella. And my waist is, it's not huge. I mean, look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. Look at that.
When a person wears a corset, it does maybe compromise your stomach. You don't eat as much at one time. The organs really don't shift any more than a person when they're pregnant. They might be pushed to one side a little bit, but nothing permanent.
It's not uncommon to have areas that get chafed from the side where the bones are attached or stitched, contrary to popular.
That looks so weird. I don't even like watching this, bro. This is freaky as hell. Bob, I don't care if you're a physician or not. That is weird, brother. You shouldn't be letting your wife do this kind of stuff, man. Wow.
This man, obsessed with a child's world, will open your eyes to a whole new way of life.
No, he won't. Literally, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. People get mad at me for the things that I say about furries, which they're not even negative things. All right, I just say I don't fucking understand. Okay, it's the same thing to me. Just something I don't understand at all. Will never understand. Don't want to try to understand because it's weird and it's a waste of my precious, precious energy.
This adult baby stops at nothing.
What the fuck?
I feel like when I'm wearing a diaper that it's like a constant hug from mommy.
Yeah, this is a little different.
This is...
And this woman just loves capybaras.
For the rest of his life.
Okay, so let me tell him yes.
Dog, big old giant hamster. Are those things even real?
He said it's taken him a while to
You can't convince me they're real until I see one in real life.
With a better understanding of Gary's feelings, Melanie wants him to be reassured.
He's a giant rodent. He can't be that smart. Go buy the merch, oompa.shop.